Like, constantly talking about Algorand price, by the way. I mean, Hedera's right down 48th. Algorand in 58th, only down 2% on the week. So yeah, that is not a good look for Cardano. Here's some numbers, by the way. We're not going to replay that video again, obviously. ADA is not in a great spot. Charles Hoskinson just mentioned that this year is going to be very hard. We just heard that video. This year, ADA generated only $71,000 in revenue at an $8 billion market capitalization. Meanwhile, these are the losses they've recorded over the years. This year, minus 61 million. 2025, minus 392 million. 2024, 343 million, etc. It goes on. You can read this. 2021, it lost 1.7 billion. Well, at least it's going kind of in the right direction, I guess. But at some point, you want your chain to actually make money. How would this possibly stay sustainable? And you know, it's not the only coin. Algorand facing the same problems. It's spending way more than it's taking in. I'm starting to think that the foundation model is not a good model. You know, Hyperliquid is built on being an actual business. They got 11 employees and they're making money. They actually have positive. They have revenue numbers that are positive in this direction instead of negative. And this isn't like a Hyperliquid pump video. I don't like every time you say something positive about a crypto, people are like, you're a paid shill. No, I'm just telling you how it is, but you can say that all you want. I think what we're going to see is a lot of capitulation in the market. We're going to see a lot of consolidation. We did not have the bull run like we did in previous cycles. I've been in crypto since 2017, and it used to be you could pretty much take a dart and throw it at the coin market cap. You could go down to the 200s, to the 300s, throw a dart at it. It would probably 25x when the bull run hit, which usually came after the Bitcoin bull run. You had the altcoin season. Altcoin season not happening anymore. What happened? There's so many coins. Not even just counting all these crazy meme coins, by the way, which, I mean, there's way too many of those. And I think that got people sick of all these crazy coins. They want to stick in top projects. They're looking for some real alpha. And one thing I can say is that from what I'm seeing, the coins that still appreciate in price actually have real revenue. So that's bad. 71,000 in revenue is bad. Algorand, I don't think they even got to 71,000 I don't even think they got to 71,000 last year. That's what I've been telling you. Liquidity is a problem across the board, and it's going to be a problem for some of these projects that just can't generate revenue. I'm sticking with projects that actually are generating revenue because they tend to increase over time. Bitcoin, kind of the exception. It operates on a completely different pathway than other coins. Bitcoin's more follows the power law and network effects, which hasn't quite translated to some of these smaller coins because they're just not big enough. There's so much spread out. The liquidity is spread out among so many coins. I think you're going to start seeing consolidation where some of these coins are just going to die. And I'm not saying it could be Cardano. Maybe Cardano will turn around. Maybe like there'll be some sort of super great use case that starts bringing in revenue and relevance. I'm not sure.